Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmospheric trough of our world around us, and this time we will talk about main trends in many regions of our world. And the main trends actually our elites, economical and political elites, I would say business and political elite, because they are making only business. They have nothing to do with economy, like economic forum has nothing to do with economy. This is a bunch of very rich people of industry and all of this social media and so on, and their ideologists who create ideologies now, green version of socialism, to brainwash people. And why do they want to do this? Because the main purpose, the final goal of every communistic slash socialistic, it's one and the same bullshit. Every ultimate goal of all communistic systems is to dispose people from all of what they have, to dispose them and to enslave them. We saw it from history, and I agree with this. What, for instance, not only Margaret Thatcher, but she propagated this, saying that freedom can be measured with the level of property one possesses. So liberty is really proportional to the level of liberty, and freedom, actually personal freedom, is proportional to the the level of prosperity you have. And prosperity, bad word. Your possessions, how much you possess, how much money you have, how much possibilities for development you have, how many other things you possess, and how you can use it. And what we see now, what are the dangerous trends? For instance, last 2 years, many people in the world, some regions actually didn't start it, some regions of the world withdraw from it really quickly, but for the last 2 years, we were badly exercised by all of these damned practices connected with the prevention against the famous small microbe from China, micro friend, let's call him like this in quotation. And we see that these all prevention measures gave us much more harm than good, which was predictable, but people who were saying this were silenced. But okay, but what was it, this 2 years of bad experience in majority of the world? It was a sort of test. In my opinion, it was a test done by the political and economical elite of the world, elite in quotation. It was done to test how much one can manipulate people, how much one can scare people, and what one can do with people with these social techniques. And now we see that with all of these things, all of this plan didn't work as its, I would say, main actors, as its creators wanted. So now we go to another step to create a green communism paradise in quotation, because there is a huge pressure to eliminate cash. All money should be virtual, and the best they should have some final date after which they would lose their value. Okay, so what are the main consequences? The main consequences, because actually now many people use credit cards or other type of internet payments, so everything can be tracked, and governments and banks and corporations have majority of this data. Tracking is one thing, but the most important thing is that if you pay only by credit card or by internet services, let's say, or electronic services to be more general, so then it's harder to control your spending, so useless consumption will grow. This is one point. And the second point is that if you spend money that has some, I would say, best before date, so it is valid for some time, then inheritance in direct line in older form would be impossible or very much limited. But knowing the reality that many people are more smart than are much more smart than the system, they would always find a way to find another replacement for money as a method of payment, of exchanging goods for goods. So it wouldn't work like in every communism and utopia system. There is always, let's say, a alternative market and alternative solutions, like in economy, that better money always pushes back the worse money from the market with time, and it always happens. And another issue is that also this whole green agenda, so-called green agenda, with this eco energy, that it's not so eco, everything is connected with the huge willingness of and this dispossessing people from this what they have, making them poor. And we know that if we make them poor, of course they will not think about saving the planet, they will think about the survival, so effect will be opposite, will not be eco-friendly. But this all eco madhouse, in my opinion, there is another reason why many people, influential people in this world, especially in the Western Hemisphere, especially in Western Europe, they are pushing for it. Because the OPEC countries, many of them, their geopolitical importance and geopolitical power increased in recent decades. That's why they are slowly starting, let's say, taking their rights that are proportional to their international position to influence the world and influence the main decisions done by countries and corporations to shape the modern world. So not every people in the Western Hemisphere, especially in Western Europe, want to accept it. So they are pushing with help of many ideologists they pay to transform the society into another utopia. It will not work. What can we do to prevent this from happening? It's easy to say what to do. It's not so easy to say how to do, but what to do is don't listen to this propaganda. Find knowledge on your own. Look for the knowledge in books, internet, channels of different people, all possible sources. Spread this knowledge among your people, friends. Try to convince them. Raise your kids in tradition. Raise your kids with value and with ability to think. If you don't have your own kids, help in raising the kids of other people who have them, and make them aware. Build your own community and spread awareness around, and also oppose the most insane recommendations, in quotation, from the government or corporations in a smart way. And there are many ways to boycott it, let's say, or to oppose, or simply just a level of awareness. If it increases above some level, then people will oppose in a peaceful way and stop many stupid initiatives. This is the way how we should oppose, in the name of our future and in the name of preventing our world from, I would say, falling into communistic abyss again. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.